My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. The party might look very familiar. They're the party from the last episode. And that's because in the last episode, we got this town event. It's not town events. These don't even look slightly like town events, but that's actually, ooh, luminous. Scientific can definitely be removed. Tone deaf. Also, yeah, I could probably take another healer onto the party, so we'll take answer right there. Yeah, I'll just put them there.
A
Anyway.
sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Just gonna quickly check this to see if there's anything that I desperately would want. There is not. Okay. The party might look familiar, and that is because we got the town event last time. Fresh air in the tunnels. West Side residents have expressed relief at the abatement of the nauseating odor emanating from the ancient aqueducts. Plus 33% to resolve experience in the Warrens on the next quest, as well as plus 15% damage in the Warrens on the next quest. We've got a fairly damaging party. We've got a party that should all possibly from this just level out into level 5, which would be really nice. And they are already kind of like ready to go back out into the same dungeon. The big problem is Grey Rot. The negative 10 accuracy and negative 10% damage from that is not good. However, can I afford to remove it? I don't know about that. I could sub someone else in. That would obviously be Tiger Army. But then we have significantly less damage in the party. And one of the big strengths of this party is that they just go BAM! And slap the enemies into nothing. We've also just picked up Beast Hater on Harkonian, which is going to be particularly handy here. All right. Moth Mother, Hot to Trot, Luminous as well. Okay, cool. We did actually fail a couple bleeds last time, but I don't think it was that important that we failed those. Rort is going to be, again, our kind of single healer here. Yeah. With Hippocratic, I mean, 120% extra healing, it's reasonable at that point. Dysnomia, the problem with Dysnomia is I would have to give you so much accuracy. Like, we're talking no Berserk masks so that I can give you, like, a focus ring as well as, like, Fortunate Amulet. I do have Fortunate Armlet here. Plus 8 accuracy, plus 3% crit. It doesn't provide the extra speed that I really wanted on Dysnomia, but I think it might be necessary. And then we've got Harkonian, who needs to be holding all of the damage. And accuracy, obviously. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Focus ring trying to hide from me. All right. So Grey Rot is bad, but we might just get Crimson Cursed, and that'll remove it. And also Early Riser will be in effect, so we will be 5 speed. Still kind of nice. Yeah, I think we'll actually be going with the same party. As much as I was kind of umming and ahhing that for a moment, I still think it's probably the right idea. Alien Renders, I do actually want you to keep the risk taker there. Seems useful. But now, flawed release, doesn't matter. Hidden plus doesn't really matter. Bachet, guess I could remove Calm, but it's so low of priority. Bon. Evasive is actually probably not a bad thing. Got 20 base plus 5. Yeah, evasive could be useful. It's not reliable, but it could be useful. Placeholder definitely needs to remove Weak Grip here. Not going to put Mystara in, obviously, because of the Crimson Curse. Wheeled Phobe we can remove here. Don't really care about looking any of those in on copy. Laws has a bunch of stuff that is irrelevant. Kaze, what have you got? Tippler, me too, bud. Ballard has Ascetic, which I actually do probably want to remove. Not that it really matters, but there we go. We actually found something to do with those party members. Okay, so just got the Red Hook and the Outsider's Bonfire left. Need more memories for the other things, and we don't really have those at the moment. All right, I think it's go in time here. So for food, we've got to remember that we are going to be using food for healing as well. So we'll be taking 3 full stacks here, where otherwise I might not. I'll take 4 blood. No one has a scouting trinket here. That was a problem that we encountered last time, right? Scouting trinket. Yep. You know what? I really want the scouting trinket. I'm taking it. We do have the self-heal on Harkonian. We do have the self-heal on Disneymere. I think I'm going to have Harkonian drop if it bleeds in order to take the Adrenaline Rush. That's the self-heal. Because that extra scouting is particularly important in the Warrens, which is usually a grid. So every time you scout 4 different directions. Well, not every time, but a lot of the time, oftentimes. We'll take a little bit of extra medicinal herbs so that we can get the damage buff if we happen to find the barrel, but if we don't, more than happy to just use that for quirk removal or even gathering more food so that I can heal my characters a little bit better. Okay. Seems good to me. Food, keys, torches, shovels, a little bit of blood just in case. Long veteran, it's the right mission as well, just making absolutely certain. All right. This could still be really good. Plus 15% damage over the course of this entire mission is obviously nice.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
That's a lot of extra food really early on. Sure.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
It means we can be really frivolous with our expenditure, which is nice. There's a way to have this only walk back through 2 hallways, but still visit every single room. Gosh, it's battle time! Fight me! Fight me! No, not interested in interacting with that at all. There's easy to sum. Pump that torch, go into that room, kill those enemies, get that loot. Woo! Spine Sworn. Nope, spawn. Just say spawn, Ryan, because you always screw up the word. Not enough damage to kill the backliner outright.
A singular strike.
And because that blighted, now we have it. Cool. Yeah, 17 damage for a single strike is pretty ridiculous. Drums of Doom gets entirely dodged. Very nice. Look where it hurts. Move back 1 position. That's going to be really good for the setup of the harvest next turn.
By inches.
Ball and Chain on Moth Mother. Don't displace, don't stun. Displaced and stunned. So that harvest is going to be significantly less powerful than it might have been a couple moments ago. We'll go for the double yell here, which is actually going to mean that this Swine Marcher is dead before they ever get in action. Unfortunately, the Swine Reaver decided not to be stunned. I can't say I particularly agree with their assessment of that situation. Is possibly the most charitable way that I can put that. I starkly disagree. In fact, I believe that they should be stunned. Butcher Cut rolls on Rort for a total of 6 damage to the walls of the bleed. So both of the frontliners here are dead to their effect.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Right. Let's go for that self-heal there. And a self-heal here as well.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
More than happy to frivolously use this food. Remember, that's why we're okay with it being here. Yeah. Gotta remember, it's the antiquarian that needs to interact with these curios as well. Because they didn't do that before, and that's entirely on me. Well, damn. Kind of rolling deep, no effect here. It's lovely. One single fight so far. Not going to pump the torch for any of these rooms. I'm only going to pump it when we get down here in this room battle with Curio, I think. Nah, I'm going to pump it now.
The light, the promise of safety.
Yeah, I wanted to scout the right. Antiquarian sure interact with that. Lasting effect on the hero. Rort has become a runes explorer. That's not useful. Alright. I really cannot currently use extra food. Oh well. We're just going to be using food for healing after every fight. That's the goal now. Okay.
Obliterated.
One down. Two down.
Continue the onslaught.
Really?
Destroy them all.
Three down.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Can I be blamed for wanting that one to have ended a wee bit earlier? Alright, we don't have a battle in the next 3 spaces, so I'm not going to do a buff there.
Annihilated.
There could still be a barrel somewhere. I'm going to hold on to a couple of these medicinal herbs. Hey, Jester. It's time to eat up. Get that double scout. Hell yes. Thank you for the heirlooms that give us
Some reward for a task well performed.
on daily bread. Ooh, yeah, all right.
Another abomination.
One down already.
Cleansed from our lands.
2 down. I suspected this probably was going to go like this, by the way. Which is why I was preemptively very pleased about it.
Masterfully executed.
Oh, the crits are ridiculous as well.
Executed with impunity.
All right, we do need to start a stack for the rare antique. Actually kind of running low on torches. Maybe should have brought a whole extra stack of those. Yeah, that'll be my bad. Not having enough of those. Well, I mean, obviously.
Such blockages
Many
are
things are.
unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Not being able to strike that backline is going to be a problem for us. Especially because we can't strike the third line with the Hellion either. Because we currently have one of the abilities tagged in that does not allow us to do that. Wow, how did you dodge that? I'm impressed. I'm mad, but I'm impressed. But I'm also mad. Rain of whips. Ooh, yeah, give me a lot to heal. That'll free up some inventory space. Hey, very nice. That's a cutthroat dead there. Another blanket fire rolls off by the Brigand Outlaw. Hopefully the next action's on the Hellion, who would then be able to hit the backline. Nice. Otherwise, we wouldn't have gotten an opportunity to do that for a while.
Give them no quarter.
This sets us up for actually just a double kill on the... Really? Okay.
Ringing ears, blurred vision.
So because they're both now dead to their DOTs, and I can't actually prevent any important actions from here on out, it's going to be stress healing and healing. Ooh, solid 6 right there.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
I can even, if I get a bunch of battle buffs off, which, yeah, there's very little stress left to reduce, then I can actually just go down one space and engage in that battle.
Improvement.
Literally just for some extra loot.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Yeah, definitely seems like a good idea. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm up here. Okay, I thought it was here. Well, that's not going to work out how I intended, but that's okay. Most unsettling passage. You gain some stress. Really? Your trap disarm chance should have been a lot higher than that. Okay. Kind of okay with skulking around in the dark like the monsters a little bit here. Vomit rolls on Rort at the very start of the battle. Does not inflict a disease, but does inflict a particularly large debuff. Ooh, there goes the Swine Reaver. Stressful incantation. Rolls on Rort. Rort is probably going to stress out of this, right?
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
All right. Moth Mother doesn't get crit, but does get moved and stunned, which is going to make it difficult to heal up the stress on Rord. So the stress from that book actually did turn out to be very important. That's unfortunate for us. Okay. Born Chain rolls but does not hit. That's good. That actually probably should have been a split attack, the Hue. Just so that I had the ability to move the Cultist Enchantress forward. Yeah, that would have been the best way to handle that.
Confidence
Oh well.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
Bit late for that now. This Enchantress gets one more turn, I think. Yep. Stressful incantation is going to stress Rort out.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous
Rort has
corners of
become
this place.
irrational. Yeah, makes sense. It's time to just do self buffs and heals and such. Oh, I didn't even take the Laudanum. Oh, that's why I should have had the Dirge of the Devoured. Means that I should have Laudanum in my party. It's my bad. It's entirely my bad. That's unfortunate, though. Oh, well. These things happen.
This expedition at least promises success.
All right, we have no, like, pre-battle buffs. Well, Not really. So probably first rest now.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Unfortunately, we don't have turn back time, which would be particularly powerful here. Really? You just turned that down? I hate that so much. You'll use Curious Incantation on yourself at the very least. Sharpened Spear and Battle Trance are both incredibly important, unfortunately. Wow. Trey Lame. Turn down 2 stress eels there, Rort. Trey Lame. Go for Bloody Shrouds.
The match
Didn't
is
get
struck.
ambushed.
A blazing star is born.
Savage this
If only
unburnt.
treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Okay, we surprised them, so we get a full free round of combat here. 7 and 7 as well as 3 and 3 on the bleeds. Split that damage. That now kills the second liner. Front line is now dead as well. I think no matter what we do, we actually have to use another action to kill the swine spawn in backline. So we're not killing them if we use the blight. So I think for that reason, I elect not to. I think I made toy with this enemy for a little while so I can try and get the... not really necessary, but okay. Weird flex, but...
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Yes, I know that there's a secret room there. We'll be coming back to it later. Can't loot it at the moment. I wouldn't be able to keep all of the stuff in it. Irrational is so frustrating. Turning down a lot of things there. Ah, Scurvy. Great. Good old uncounterable Scurvy. I want to see the effect of... Stop stressing out my party. Negative 40 to bleed and move resists. Could be a lot worse. Now allow me to blight the back line, please. This is very important. Corpse Eater goes for Moth Mother the Second. Corpse Eater goes for Moth Mother the Second. Neither of them connect. Thankfully that didn't crit, which means that... Oh no, wait. I would have had the targeting on them anyway. Never mind. Didn't matter if it crit or not. Okay.
Destroyed.
2 down. I can't actually kill the Swine Marcher there. But with that extra damage, they are now guaranteed to die next turn, which means that I can take a whole nother round of combat. And that's some extra stress healing. Ah, it should have been some extra stress healing for us.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I would have had another emerald by now. I do want to basically do every single available combat because I am looking for the gatekeepers so that I can take, you know, so that I can take some invitations home, or rather an invitation home. One down. Stop stressing him out. Sycophant is... If we did 1 more damage, that Sycophant would already be dead. Oh well. Please give my party the curse, not Harkonian. Did you have to Maddening Wine Rort specifically? Stop turning it down! Good lord. And Harkonian gets the Crimson Curse, I'm gonna guess, right? No? Wow, my luck must be turning. Just gonna straight up murder you.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Okay. Pop the torch because I'm looking for the scout. South. Yeah. I wanted the scout just so that I wouldn't get surprised by any hallway battles or room battles. If you scout a battle, you can't be surprised by it. That is to say, your party can't be surprised. It's not a trivial statement. Your party literally is incapable of... Wow. Okay, so bleed chance. It was a 30% chance for them to resist that bleed, but that should have killed.
Another one falls.
So mad. Now I'm going to have to use Q here in order to try and kill that twitching maggot before its turn. The worries to everyone.
The horror.
Gonna go for the stress heal wherever available, because I would very much like to be able to reclaim my actions there. Please stop howling. That's gonna make my problem a lot larger.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
Thank you for dodging. Ugh. Stress is just an increasing problem here. Thank you for hurting yourself. I was really worried that you wouldn't. Alright, I'm gonna yell at the Slavering Ghoul. It does not work. Slavering Ghoul. That's another howl off. 3 howls in a row, by the way.
Festering fear consumes the mind.
Awful. Awful, awful, awful. I need some more stress healing before we leave this fight. This is really, really, really bad. Alright, that's Slaver and Ghoul dead as soon as they get to their turn.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Read this book. Cool. 15 stress heal. Let's find some things to kill indeed, Harkonian. I'm actually just going to straight up focus that swine spawn until it's dead. Don't need more stress and more diseases. Oh, look, it's some more stress and probably a disease. Down we. Great, so that's negative 25% of virtue chance, if I recall correctly, and it is great. Even marking that target before the Cultist Gladiator gets to act. Enemy decides not to take their turn. That would have allowed me to kill that Swine Marauder in time. I only sound salty because I am. It is ridiculous how much impediment Rort is being right now. I have to go with that action because I need to kill the Swine Spawn before their turn. Okay, it looks like we'll actually be able to kill the Swine Marcher before their turn as well. Good. Very, very good. Gosh. I'm always going to find it remarkable that they managed to stun the exact right character. By the way, the Swine Reaver has 4 speed. I have 7, so they managed to act ahead of me as well. Good work, them.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Yeah, sure, mark yourself. I'm okay with that. be doing a lot of self-buffing and self-healing here.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
If we can, like, take 2 more turns away from this enemy, I'm going to be real about that. Don't you dare stun mo- God damn it! I just wanted their heals! Hey, thank you, Harkonian, for the crit on that. You're going to need the stress heal it gave you. Nice. Enemy dies to their blight and bleeds.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
No. Rest. It is rest time.
Circle
Please.
in the dark.
Loses HP and stresses from trying to rest. You need to stop doing that. That's actually way too much now. Doesn't get stress healed from that. Oh, look, you actually got stress healed by something. Imagine my surprise. I sound so salty because I think I need to go for quarantine here now. Curious Incantation, and then I guess I'm actually just going to go for Battle Trance for the extra damage.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
We are now 2 stress heals on Rort away from completely curing Rords. Now we know we're coming back to this secret door later, so we can leave all loot along the way and then just make our way back up. We can burn a negative off of a character here. Tone Deaf and Dacnamania are both pretty bad. Infirm is also pretty bad. Rort burns Tippler as well as removes a bunch of stress there. Nice. 15 to be precise.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Please Rord next. Thank you. It's not going to work, Rod. Yikes. We can pray rolls on Mothmother. Totally misses, though. I have to open with that because I'm stopping stress from coming in on the rest of my characters, as well as Rord in particular. If that was a crit, we would have actually been cured of irrationality there.
A victory. Perhaps a turning point.
Gosh, I hope it's not a turning point because we're doing okay despite everything. Did I just loot? No, I didn't. It was a scroll. Good. Okay, I don't want to loot that until we're coming back. Yeah, that's just a burn. Item had no effect. Yes, it did. So we removed Dacnamania. And you're no longer irrational. I'm glad to see that. Hey, it's a collector.
Faces of the damned, piled high and cloaked in malice.
What's up, my rhapsodic friend? Collect call. Yeah, it's really early to be rolling that, but okay. Go off, I guess.
Precision
Woo!
and
38
power.
straight on the back line. Very nice. I worry that possibly the best action here is just to Invigorating Vapors every turn. Unfortunately, the Collected Highwayman is out of my reach. Man-at-Arms actually resisted there, which sucks for us. 24. Okay, pretty much constantly hitting the max damage you really could there. Nice. That crit's real good. Going for the extra dodge gain. Headache is a self buff. Collects call for another character. It's another Highwayman. Speaking of the Highwayman, Headhunt goes on Harkonian. Does manage to connect despite 47 dodge. Does not manage to bleed.
Well struck.
Okay. Looks like we didn't actually manage to add to the bleed of that Highwayman though. Right. Thankfully, they collect call before the Highwayman tried to act there. Otherwise, that Highwayman would have been removed. Yeah, I'm going to go for the direct damage there. Woo! Nice work on that crit, Rort, as well as the fact that you actually managed to land the... Hang on. Oh, big old work there, Disney. As well as the fact that you managed to land the Blight, which meant that the Blight is going to be lasting for 5 rounds. Does 6 extra damage as a result. Headache rolls on the back line, but thankfully that's not the heal, that's the buff. Collected Vessel, unfortunately, did not get hit by the bleed there. Definitely a Yorp situation, I think. Lifesteal rolls on Moth Mother, does manage to hit. That's really unfortunate. So that collector has managed to pick up a ridiculous amount of HP over the last turn. Collected Highwayman rolls Headhunt on Disney, manages to miss. Unfortunately, got to yell at him. These whippersnappers. Alright. Collected Highwayman is already dead to their bleed over the next 2 turns. Ooh, shows collection rather than collect calling there. Very glad to see it. Ooh, they're all really cool. What's that one's name? Barristan, by the way. I really wish each and every character class in the game had a associated head trinket rather than just being 3. Seems a little lackluster that is just those 3 classes. That is to say Vestal, Man-at-Arms, and the Highwayman. If I'm okay with backtracking a little bit more, I think I actually am. I can throw these shovels already. Or I could keep them and just eat a bunch of food. Chow down. I didn't pump the torch before this combat, but
spirits are lifted and purpose is made clear.
Definitely appears I should have. Vomit rolls on Moth Mother, who already has a disease. Don't give it the old stacks on. Harkonian takes the crit there. And now only 1 HP left on the Swinefawn in the back line. As long as we can connect a hit with the Antiquarian here, we've got the kill. Hit connects, we've got the kill. Excellent. Swinegora does manage to get affected by that bleed. There's not much I can even do this then. I'm gonna just yell at the Swine Reaver, try and save an action there. Look where it hurts, moves backwards again. Unfortunately, not particularly useful, but that's okay. Couldn't have imagined it would have been. I knew that corpse was going to die. Thankfully, putting them in position for Moth Mother to get the kill. Really? Ugh. You keep acting ahead of characters that are far ahead of you in terms of speed. Well, actually, not Harkonian at the moment with the -2 speed from... It looks like Yorp did that? Yeah, it was Yorp. Enemy's dead to their blight. We might as well self-heal. Especially if we can get some stress off the characters. Right. Woo! Giant heal there. Well done, Disney.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Yeah, it could be. Oh my god, really? There's the extra damage I was looking for this entire time. Read another book, damn it.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
You know what? I'm gonna elect not to go to that battle. It's just a more efficient path back this way. Oh, also, I should definitely have the light out. That's my bad.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Hidden compartment reveals a ridiculous amount of loot. I'll be trying to take as many of those as possible, sure. Why not? Aha! Damn it. Low light battle. Alright. Just let me kill these with relative ease. Sycophant is now dead after it takes its first action. That's great. So we killed one of them, doomed another. Nope, they're not doomed anymore. They've got enough healing in order to keep themselves alive. Miss.
Such a terrible assault cannot
It's a
be left
ridiculous amount of
unanswered.
stress to have added there.
Exposed to a
Alright, well, this party is just going to be sitting it out for a while when they get back. Can you not, though? Can you not, though? Good lord. That series of actions was not only garbage, but, like, so frustratingly garbage.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, pop my head out in this direction. Loot that literally just for the antique that it gives. And now I just got to get to and then interact with that secret door. Excellent, we're fine. We'll be leaving the dungeon with a lot of stress, but we did remove 2 negative quirks here. We did pick up 2 diseases as well. 6 in one, half a dozen the other, though.
The swine folk's
Excellent.
labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Yeah, bring back 34k as well as the extra gold, so 45-ish. Everyone does get to level 5, as I'd assumed. Literally everyone is now diseased. Iromania as well. Wield Scrounger, Second Wind replaces Night Owl. Don't really care about any of those. It's just the fact that there's all of those diseases.
Let me share with you the terrible wonders I have come to know.
Again, unfortunately, we did not manage to find a gatekeeper, so we did not manage to find the invitation. However, our money is now pretty ridiculous. Let's have a quick look to see if we know what our next mission is going to be, because I suspect that we don't. None of these leap out to me as things that I would like to do. All Saints Day? Ugh, gosh. Yikes. It's going to take me a long time. It might even be just like a short mini mission. Just to try and level up Ansre as well as Emin, Ardenel, and Kulai. Yeah, we could actually just run that straight up as a party to the Cove next mission. And then if they do encounter the thing from Beyond the Stars, it's not that bad. They do have a relatively large amount of Blight and Bleed in that party. Yeah, I could totally run that, which means that I am definitely going to be locking a lot of these characters away for some stress removal. Well, not stress removal, but negative diseases. You know, as opposed to all the positive diseases they could have had. Rort, I don't really care about. Spasm of the entrails is such a tiny effect that I can actually kind of just leave it on them if I desperately want to. The rest of my characters I'll probably deal with in between episodes. Until then, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.